his answer was, my American dream is to pursue life, liberty, and happiness by fighting political injustice and fight City Hall. Let's welcome Glenn.
Well, enough with technomania. Here we are to engage the American dream here. Now, what was the American dream about 250, 300 years ago? What do you think it was?
Independence.
No, it's
freedom and
there wasn't
liberty.
any American dream. It was just a bunch of British colonies, right? And so somebody thought that there was a foreign monarch over there that wasn't quite connected to the community, and that's why you had things like the Boston Tea Party. So there was a revolt, basically. So now, here, as I segue into my presentation here, I think that there's some issues just like that here in our fair city of Santa Monica. So I wanted to address that. Now, there seems to be something of a conundrum over here in City Hall. They have stated unequivocally recently that they want to close this historical landmark over here at the airport, and they want to develop the land.
No!
Now, what is that? So actually, the polls show that the city is not for that, basically. The politicians are moving on their own. The city council is moving on their own without, say, a majority will here, basically. So, which brings me to the point, does anyone here like congestion in the city here? Is congestion, so there's one person over there, there's always one in every group. So, you know, nobody likes congestion. Okay, so if they close the airport over here, what do you think is going to happen to congestion here in the west side? Basically, you know? What, you know, yeah, and then there's also the myth that's being propagated by the city council. We're just going to put in a babbling brook and maybe, you know, a couple of bike paths or something. No, they want to move Century City west, basically. So, do you know why in Santa Monica there are so few skyscrapers? Why? Because there's an airport. Now, there's something called FAA airspace that exists above the airport. It exists up to 2,500 feet, a half a mile, and then covers out to the sides also. So do you know why those jets, those 747s you see, they could actually be coming down to 1,000 feet over the ground here. Anybody been to those neighborhoods east of LAX? Yeah. You see how low the planes are there, basically? Yeah. So that could be Santa Monica if the city council gets their way here, basically, to close that airport. So it's also, you know, it's an emergency platform. Anybody here during the earthquake 20 years ago? So there's a couple people maybe, right? The freeways collapsed. There's no way to get anywhere. That's an emergency platform. Some of these organs in these hospitals right here are time sensitive. They have to come to that airport for people to live on these operations that they're having in these hospitals right here. So that's another reason that people forget, you know, why that's so important. And they say, oh, well, they don't make any money over there. 175 businesses employing 1,500 people all over the airport and around the airport here, basically, also. So there's an instant 10-year lawsuit with the FAA if they close that airport. So who's going to pay for that?
Taxpayers.
You know? Yeah, the guy on the city council, one of those council people, they're going to get a really fat checkbook. Don't bet on it. Okay, so also, you know, one of the facts behind the airport there, basically, it was accepted from the military in 1948 as an airport in perpetuity. So they don't ever say that, basically. They just have, you know, they have smear articles here, and I think there's an article in here that says something about crash, you know, because they want to scare people. You know, somebody crashed their jet in there last year or something like that. Most of these crashes, only people they hurt are themselves. You know, and if you want to talk about crashes or pollution, you know there's 1 million cars a day going through the intersection over there in the 10 and the 405. 1 million cars a day. The busiest intersection in North America. And they want to run over to the airport and they say, well, there's a little bit of pollution over here, or there's a little bit of noise, I think, over there, or something like that, basically. So what you have are these, on the ballot, it's called yes on D and no on LC is how you should be voting. Maybe you're driving around, you see it on the grass or something like that. I try and, you know, take as many off the grass as I can. I would do that. So actually, it's a historical landmark. There's been an airport there since 1917. That's only 6 years after the Wright brothers, 1911. Aviation, you know, if anybody is an aviation buff here. So, okay, sure, you know, you wouldn't know about certain things because, you know, maybe you're not a pilot or something like that. But one thing for sure, it would change the community irrevocably forever if they were able to take away that low density use of the airport over there and then put in, you know, mini malls and stack up the towers there and everything else basically, and you'd have, you know, the airlines save money by bringing the jets in lower over Santa Monica into LAX. As they are now, they're at 5,000 to 7,000 feet and they have to go all the way downtown and come back at the airport towards the beach basically. So you have to take that into account, you know, when they say, oh, well, you know, it's this, it's that, you know, we want to develop for the good of the community. That's progress. No, that's not progress. That's destroying something that's a historical landmark, and it's just going to make it much more congestion, much more impossible to live here, basically. And I, for one, think you should vote yes on D and no on LC. That means the losers committee, those politicians at City Hall. Thank you.